trip day at Gatorama. We'll let some people get on here. You guys want to see Charlie? Hey Charlie, you eating your dinner? Your breakfast? We'll let the crowd get built up. We got a big field trip here today, guys. You guys are going to see us do our field trip presentation. And you might even learn something about alligators and crocodiles yourself. How's that sound? Look how pretty this is around here, though. Grandpa! Y'all want to go say hi to Grandpa while we're waiting on the field trip? Grandpa's my baby. This is going to be a long live, guys. We're going to be live for probably over an hour. Maybe two. See if we can find the right key. You got her. Let's go say hi to Grandpa, guys. Grandpa. Grandma. Oh. Hey, Grandpa. What's up? You guys see that guy? Grandpa, where you going, buddy? Grandpa, come back here. Come on. Come on, wake up, buddy. Good morning, Grandpa. It's bath time. Grandma, come on. Oh, oh. You see Grandma over there, guys? Grandpa, come on. Grandpa, come on. We got a bunch of kids coming today to entertain them and teach them something. Brian, come around. Grandpa, come here. Come on. Blackie, let's go. Oh, oh, oh. That's kind of how you call an alligator. I don't know. Grandpa, let's go, big guy. Come on. Grandma, let's go. We got some people watching already. If they have any questions, anything they want to know, we got a field trip coming, so we're just waiting for the field trip to get here. Since we're waiting, I figured I'd pick up some debris, get that out of the pool, and we'll talk to you about gators. Grandpa, Grandma, let's go. Come on. Grandma, oh, oh, oh. However they do it. Ow, ow, come on. Grandma, let's go. Come on. Come on. Do they have any questions?
Do you guys have any questions about the American alligators that we're currently working with?
Here?
These two.
This one right here.
We got Grandpa.
This is Grandpa. Grandpa, wake up, big guy. Come on. Don't try this at home, guys, unless this is your home. Grandpa. Wake up, big guy.
Look at that.
So Grandpa's been here since 1957, guys, as a young adult. He's retired now. He's probably close to 100 years old. Benson, my son, what do you have?
What is that, Benson?
A baby Nile crocodile that's 3 years
No, it's
old.
an American crocodile, and you got him out yourself. That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm trying to make him calm for the future.
Okay, well, the field trip's here, so we got to get ready for the field trip.
Oh, yeah.
Me too, already.
All right, guys, field trip's here. We're going to get ready to do the field trip. Guys, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. Yeah, what's your crocodile's name, Vincent?
Moonshine.
Wait a second, I messed up. Shoot. Is that Moonshine, your American crocodile? How old is it? 3 years old. There you go. You want to tell them some things about crocodiles, Benson?
So they can go underwater
They can go underwater. How long can they hold their breath?
for 8 hours.
For 8 hours, yeah.
And if you see those little like holes right there. Next
Those
to
little
the
black
ice.
dots.
Those are.
ISOs, intermittent sensory organs. But take a look, guys. Hold them up for me, Benson. If you guys look real close on crocodiles, they have them all over their body. Alligators just have them on their top snout. Crocodiles have them all over their body. And that's an American crocodile, guys. They're federally protected. About 2,500 of them in the wild.
And you see
Here,
these things I'm touching?
what are you touching, Benson?
Scales.
Scoots.
Scoots.
Or what? Osteoderms? What do they do?
They help it protect it for like armor.
It's armor and also sunscreen. Or a solar panel.
Yeah.
And then the guys look at his eyes. They have really cool eyes. Their eyes retract inside their head.
And your teeth are really sharp.
Yeah, they have really sharp teeth. That's why we use vet wrap, guys.
So then people can get bit.
So are you holding the crocodile or the alligator for me, Benson?
Crocodile.
All right.
Yeah.
You haven't I haven't trained you on the tractor yet. We're live. Will you set that up?
Yeah.
Jonathan or one of them can get it.
All right.
You got it, Benson. You're doing a good job. I can't turn it
Can I put them down
sideways.
here?
No, you got to hang on to them. You took them out.
I want to see if we can build you up a TikTok account.
Let me see.
Yeah, 11 people watching. It ain't bad.
Look at this.
I mean, I just don't.
To send people gifts.
Guys, should I get on TikTok or not? I say no, but everybody else is saying yeah.
I think you can get
I
paid.
posted 3 videos. Oh, I posted 3 videos on TikTok and got like 2 strikes, and they were gonna ban me. So I figured I'm not part of that China stuff. Because in America, we like our alligators.
Try doing live
I am live.
on TikTok.
Oh, I can't. I don't have enough stuff. Kyle, where's the headset?
It's hanging up on the wall.
Then let me tell you
Okay.
something. She
What?
peed on me. Like,
Wait, say that again. What happened?
She peed on me like when I was in bed.
Okay, well
And
you
that's
want?
what
You think that's a male or a female?
Jill.
It's a male because you can determine the sex of the crocodile and alligator by the temperature of the egg in the incubator. And so that year, 3 years ago, I incubated at 90, 91 degrees so we could get all males. This year, we're going to have all females. And how many eggs do we have in the incubator? We did that math problem.
2,000?
No, 153 banded crocodile eggs.
So she a boy or girl?
That's a boy. If you want to know if it's a girl, you'll see the ones with their mouths open. You remember seeing those on the bank with their mouth open, Benson? Those are females. You can't keep their mouth shut.
But if you take them, you can't.
Headset.
So like we have
Right up there, I'm hanging on the wall.
We're
How are we gonna get their coolers?
Any of y'all can drive a tractor? Huh?
Not yet.
You know how to drive a car?
Wait, she's a boy. He's a
Hold
boy.
this. Let's hold down.
Yeah,
Here, let me go
he's
show you
a
real
boy.
quick.
He's a boy. Boy. Now we're gonna try this backwards. You wanna hear this? You wanna hear this one, Johnson? He's a boy. This crocodile's a boy. A boy. Well, Dad said it's a boy.
Oh, yes, it's not. It's not wide open.
Well,
Hello. Someone's from Indonesia in the chat. Say hi.
I.
Welcome to Florida.
Let's go around this way because this is a little. Florida.
No, someone's from Indonesia saying hello.
Indonesia.
Oh, lovely.
What kind of crocodiles they have in Indonesia?
Let's see if he responds.
I want to say they have saltwater crocodiles in Indonesia. Is that the same thing as Indonesia?
Tell your mom and dad.
That's a good geographic
Tell your
question.
mom and dad because they know everything.
Oh, we need to get a gator out still.
Yeah. Look,
All right.
I can help it. Yes, I can
You
help
want
it.
to catch them? I'll film you.
Yeah, sure. That sounds lit.
I don't want to get bit.
While I can hold moonshine. While I can hold
You
moonshine.
go ahead, ops for gift shop or gift shop for ops.
I'm walking down now.
10-4. So guys, the field trips are here. No, Benson, keep him over there. Yeah, go ahead. Not real loud though.
Can I go?
No, you're gonna stay over there with him, Benson. Why? Because I'm your daddy, and if your daddy says to do something, what happens? Perfect.
So they can't sing the song?
Swing, alligator swing. Wait, I need you to dance for me, Kyle. Do the chop chop.
I don't even. Oh, I like the.
You can do the chop chop.
Shoulder roll, shoulder roll.
Do the chomp chomp, dude. We're getting up. We got 22.
What's the chomp chomp?
Chomp chomp. That's the chomp. Chomp chomp. Grabbing us an alligator.
Sorry, you got me in the zone. Once I start dancing, it's hard to stop.
So guys, we do lock all our gates. So now we're gonna grab an alligator, guys. Alligator swing.
Which one you want? Point it out.
I want moonshine.
You already got him.
No, we got sunshine. We need moonshine. What grade is this?
First grade. Which one you want?
About that one.
Big one?
I don't know. No, no, not that one. No, how about this one over here?
The big one. Get him in the water.
Oh, that one. Ooh, good catch.
There he goes.
Don't ever try this at home, guys. The only reason why we're doing this is so we can educate the public. And we have permits.
We have permits. That's the most important part.
Yeah, alligator swing.
You need 1,000 hours of hands-on training. Go
Or
join the
1,000
military.
viewers. We got 29. That's good.
Go join the military and
Yeah, join the military. All right, guys, it's time to go have some fun. Just hang on to him. All right, got him.
You got him? Tell people about your YouTube play button. Hey, I'm locking this up. Big green eyes looking over the swamp. Everybody do the alligator chomp. Welcome to YouTube Live, everybody. Say hi. Welcome to Gatorama. Say hi, YouTube. Say hi. We got millions of people watching. How do you feel? Say hi, YouTube. Welcome to Gatorama. Welcome to Gatorama, everybody.
Oh my God.
Welcome to Gatorama. Hello, good morning. Welcome to Gatorama. Welcome to Gatorama. Welcome to Gatorama, everybody. Good morning. Welcome to
Skater time.
Chomp Chomp.
I need everybody's attention. I don't know how your teacher gets your attention, but I have an alligator in my hand, and that should give you your attention, right? Yeah. All right. Listen, come over here. Okay, this is my son. My name's Ben. That's my son Ben's son. You guys trying to get over here? Don't tell his teacher, but I needed extra help today, so he played hooky. But he's holding the clock now, guys. But anyways, welcome to Gatorama. My name's Ben. That's Kyle over there filming. That's my son Ben.
Hello.
Christina.
Good morning.
My wife, actually, she's back here working. You're going to see Johnny and Brian. And then you have Brooke and Maggie in the gift shop. Where did you guys come from? Well, your mom. Your mom. What What did you say? That's not a county. We got them. Yes. Oh, yeah, that's what we want. All right. So you guys are from Highlands County, and you live in Avon Park. All right. What state is Highlands County in? Florida. You know what's really cool about Florida? It's the best state in the country, right? I think we can get a little louder. Florida's the best state, right? What's really cool about Florida? There's three things. There's three things, and all three of them are in front of you. Alligators, crocodiles, and Florida man. We tried anyway. So check it out, guys. Real quick, I want to go over some safety rules. I know they went over it before on the bus. I'm going to do it one more time. You guys came from Avon Park. You passed maybe 2 hospitals, right? Alright, every time I've been bit by an alligator or crocodile, you know what happens? They swim me to Lake Placid and then they fly me to Tampa or Orlando or Miami because they're not capable of handling alligator bites. So you guys have to keep your hands to yourself. Deal? Alright, I only have 2 rules. The second rule is, these are wild animals, okay? If we make a lot of noise, what do you think's gonna happen? You've been doing this since you were young, buddy. Anybody know what's gonna happen if we make a lot of noise on the walkway? What? They can't bite you because rule number 1 says we're gonna keep our hands to ourselves, right? What do you think the animals are gonna do, sweetie? No, that's Kyle's job.
Wow!
They're gonna run and hide. Alligators and animals don't like loud noise, so if you make a lot of noise, they're gonna run and hide. You guys aren't gonna be able to see them. They're not gonna bite you because why? No, because we're gonna keep our hands to ourselves. On the count of 3, everybody say, keep your hands to yourselves. 1, 2, 3.
Keep your hands to yourself.
So,
Woo!
Florida's really cool. It's the only place in the world that has alligators and crocodiles living together in the wild. There's 2 types of alligators. Did you guys know there's 2 types? Well, you have the American alligator that we have here, and then you have the Chinese alligator. Do you guys know how to tell the difference between the American and Chinese alligators? What is it, buddy? You know the difference between American and Chinese alligators, Liz? What is it? It has a name tag. That's why I know your name. Scarlet, Oliver, Lewis. First difference, guys. Alligators, Chinese alligators, American alligators. First way to tell the difference, you flip on over, it says made in China. That's a good one. You buy them in the gift shop, they're $9.99. The Chinese alligator, I tell you that trail the pro guys, because there's only about 200 to 300 of them left in the wild found along the Ganges River. They're going to go extinct in our lifetime. There's nothing we can do about it. It's China. But luckily, zoos like Gatorama and other facilities are able to reproduce Chinese alligators, so they're never going to go extinct. They're only going to go extinct in the wild. The American alligator, they were endangered back in 1985. 85. They were taken off in 86. Do you guys know what the word endangered means? What is it? Okay, my brain cells are endangered. We'll actually disappear at any time. No, endangered means they're going to disappear. They're not going to be left on this earth much longer. But alligators made it successful because Florida what? Cares about our alligators, right? Yes, right. There's 2.5 million alligators. My son Vincent is holding an American crocodile or a Cutis crocodile. Those are in Florida. Okay, well, there's 2.5 million alligators. There's 2,000, 2,200, maybe 2,500 crocodiles in Florida. Gatorama is home to the only breeding colony of American crocodiles in the country in captivity. Do you want to do me a favor? You know where my nests are? Where you go get me a crocodile egg? In the incubator, where we're eating. This crocodile nesting season, guys. Don't rotate it. This crocodile nesting season, Gatorama is the only place in the world that has a breeding colony. And this year, I'm set to hatch over, guess how many crocodiles?
3,000.
I wish. I have 153 fertile eggs. 3 years ago, I hatched out 30, and that was a record for everybody. I remember when I was y'all's age, we hatched out 3, and we were super excited. This year, I'm on pace to hatch over 150 something of them. Kyle, get it? All right. Yeah, you have something sometime back. These are crocodiles. Sit on the ground. Take my alligator. So guys, this is a crocodile egg. I guarantee you, nobody here has ever seen a crocodile egg. They're federally protected. If you touch a crocodile in the wild, it's a federal offense. You're going to go to jail for 5 years and a $5,000 fine. But if you look at the egg, not you because you're my son and you live here and your grandfather didn't. So guys, you see on this egg, can you see how it's a different color on this side and this side, and there's like a little band right here? You know what that is? Crocodile. That's how you know it's fertile. It's a banded egg. So if it's not banded, there won't see it. So now you can really see it. You guys see that? And so that's a fertile egg. You see the line on top of the egg. Right? Because if we rotate crocodile or alligator eggs, the embryo is going to detach and drown, and he's going to die. You guys see that? That's a fertile crocodile egg. You're never going to see that on YouTube. And how many days do you think it takes for these guys to hatch out?
35.
I wish. That'd be 25 years. It takes about 80 to 90 days for a crocodile to hatch out. How long does it take for an alligator to hatch out? You can leave them out for a while, Kyle.
You sure?
Yeah, they're fine. How many days for an alligator? 65. Good job. And a crocodile say 90 days. Now the crazy thing is, this egg, an alligator is wrapped up in here, or a crocodile is wrapped up in here. All your questions to me, dude. I love questions. That's what I make my money on questions. An alligator or a crocodile is going to be wrapped up in this egg 3.5 times. Alright, when they come out of this egg, they're about 6 to 7 inches long. I want you guys to stand up real quick, look behind you and say, "Hi, Brooke." Hi. Say, "Now, Brooke, move out of the way." You see that big alligator behind here? Now, isn't that crazy? Guys, back this way, attention over here. You're going to have plenty of time to look out and see them. Can you believe that big dinosaur came out of an egg this big? Well, you kind of have to because it did. But it's crazy that an alligator that's 6 to 7 inches long eventually is going to grow to 14 feet. The thing about that is when an alligator hatches out of the nest, less than 1% is going to survive. So if you have 50 alligator eggs in a nest, less than 1% will survive. Does anybody know what 1% of 50 is? No. No? Anybody? Teachers? Less than 1% of 50.
No one doesn't know.
It's not even a whole. Yeah, I would. They wouldn't let me teach 5th grade. That's why I'm wrestling alligators and stuff. Stay in school, kids. It's less than a whole number. It's less than a whole number. So guys, wait, time out. If you're talking, you're not listening. If you're listening, you're not learning. If you're not learning, I'm wasting my time. And I want to have a lot of fun with you. We're going to learn a lot. And then I have an alligator we're actually going to build out of sandbags. What? What? Okay. So where was I? Where was I? Where was I?
You talked about Grandpa over there?
I already did that.
You did a little presentation on the alligator?
Oh yeah, so that's why reptiles have so many babies, because they know they're not all going to make it. Less than 1% to survive to 4 feet long, or adulthood. When they hatch out of the egg, if they hatch out of the egg, fire ants can get them before they get into the egg, raccoons can get them, and they'll eat the egg, but then when they hatch out, what do you think might eat a baby alligator?
I think that's why.
Yeah, maybe. Just good hits there, buddy. Ospreys, baby blue herons, eagles. What if I told you a largemouth bass would eat baby alligators? A largemouth bass. Would you believe that? They will, yeah, it makes great food. There's actually a bass lure that looks like an alligator. You use it's called hatch and match when you go fishing. Yeah, well, it's called hatch and match. When you're bass fishing, you always want to use the lure that animal's hatching out of that line because that's what the bass are going to eat. So if you guys want, we're not done talking. And I got 58 more minutes. I might need a bottle of water, but no, I'm not done talking. Alright, so some anatomy really quick, guys. You know the first difference between an alligator and a crocodile?
No.
No? What's the first difference? Raise your hand. The difference is the first difference. It's right on. You're not a student. Alright guys, first difference. Same difference. What is it, Liz? Give me fives. Applications are in front, Abraham. They all have scales. What do you think there, MacGyver? Is that MacGyver? Yeah, right on, dude. That's the best show ever. What is it? Yes! First difference are different colors. What color is this alligator? Black. They're not green, are they? What color is that crocodile? Who's your art teacher? Who's the art teacher? Art teacher's not here because that's brown, that's not green. Alright, alligators, guys, they're black. They're found in lakes, rivers, swamps of Florida. Crocodiles, they're brown. They're found in the ocean, the Gulf of America. It's a brown, sandy bottom with clear water, so the crocodiles are brown. They blend in their surroundings, and it helps them catch their prey. Do you guys know what prey is? It's not what we do before we eat, when we wake up, when we go to bed. What's prey? That works for me. Alright. So first difference, alligator's black, crocodile's brown. Next difference, anybody know? Yeah, one difference is one is called an alligator and the other is called a crocodile. That is a difference. I like that. Alright, next difference is the shape of their nose or their snout or their snoot. If you look at the alligator, they have a wide snout. The crocodiles, they have a narrow snout. So that's the second difference. And then the next difference is hard to tell on these guys, but it's going to be the teeth. Any reptile, if you see its bottom teeth, it's a crocodile. Alright? Alligators, they have an overbite. It's just their top row. Crocodiles, you're going to see all their teeth. Top row, bottom row. Next difference, how many teeth do you think an alligator has? 10. You want to count them? 10. Alligators have 80 teeth. 80 teeth. How many teeth does a crocodile have? Crocodiles have 88 teeth. Yes. How many dimples does a golf ball have? 423, depending on make and model. Don't ask me how I know. I played a lot of golf and had a lot of board time and that ADD stuff. Let me tell you. Alright, another difference. Crocodiles have one extra vertebrae, and then the big thing, which is kind of a controversy, some people say alligators have tongues, crocodiles don't. I'm not a biologist, but I've stuck my head inside the mouth of alligators and crocodiles, and I always see a tongue in here, and I don't see a tongue in here. So I say alligators have a tongue, crocodiles don't, but don't go to the bank with that. And I'm sure there's going to be some people that will correct me, and they're probably right. But I believe alligators have a tongue, crocodiles don't. And those are basically the 4 or 5 differences between alligators. I got a few questions from you guys, and then we're going to point out some more anatomy. How long can an alligator hold his breath? Oh, wait, time out. Let's play a game. Let's see how long we can hold our breath. You guys ready? Let me get a stopwatch. Look, where I got it. Alright, you said, alright, on the count of 3, guys, we're going to see how long we can hold our breath. 1, 2, 3. You're out. I'm out. Vincent's out. Oh no, they're still holding their breath. How old are you, James? You're out. You're out. You're out. You guys are very good. We're at 23 seconds. Alright guys, we're at half a minute. That's a long time. How long can an alligator hold his breath? They've done studies in North Carolina. 24 hours. A whole day. Crocodiles, not so much because they can't withstand the lower temperatures. Alligators, they have a 4-chambered heart, I believe, and they can shut down all those chambers and just send enough blood and oxygen to their brain. Their brain's this big, it's the same size as mine. It does not take a lot of blood and oxygen, it's just the same height. So that's how they can hold their breath for a very long time. When we catch them, we will use some strappers. We can actually drown one in a matter of 10 minutes though. But they can hold their breath for a very long time. Their nose is located right here. They do 90% of the breathing through their nose, so it doesn't hurt to have pink since it's stand up. We give them paid for this, you better stand up. Alright? Come on, here. Like this. Now I forgot where I was. Nose, they do 90% of the breathing through their nose. They use the vent wrap to secure their mouth shut. They have 3 eyelids. How many eyelids do you guys have? 2. Top one and the bottom one. They have 3. Top one and the bottom one. And then the third one is called a nictitating membrane. You know what that does?
No.
It nictates across the membrane. The built-in swimming goggles. Watch this, guys. I'm going to poke the alligator in the eye. It doesn't hurt them. Their eyes are trapped inside their head. But when you see that little eyelid go sideways, just like that, they go underwater. I'm walking around. I get paid by the hour. I got all day. So they go under. No, you don't want to do it with the crocodile. He'll spaz out. Just stay there and look like the model you are. And so they go underwater. They can see underwater just as soon as they put in above water. Their eyes are trapped inside their head. But stick it in the eyes. You guys are going to get a chance. You guys are going to get a chance to hold them. Right? Yeah, really pretty guys, too. Alright guys, how many of you guys are going to be, what do people call the new nails? Nail techs, right? Anybody want to be nail tech when they grow up? Yeah? It's a good profession. My wife gave like $120 a week to get her done, so there's lots of she's a profession, I don't let her. But, how many toenails does an alligator and crocodile have? This is weird. Alright, check it out. They have 5 toes up front, 4 toes on the back. The first 3 have fingernails, the last 2 don't. The first 3 on the back leg have fingernails, and the last 1 doesn't. They only have 4 toes on the back. That kid's down. They only have 3 fingernails in the back, 1 doesn't. Their back feet are made for webbing though. It's used for swimming. How fast can an alligator run or a crocodile run?
100.
No, because I can't run that fast. 80, no. They always said 30 miles an hour. I got chased by a Cuban crocodile. They're the fastest crocodiles in the world. They don't run, they gallop like a horse. The crocodile jumped up right here in my face, slid down my body, grabbed the food belts off my waist. And then I took off running, and another one started chasing me, and I outran him. And I'm not that fast. But, should you ever be chased by an alligator?
Yes.
No. If you've been chased by an alligator, that means you were in a bad spot that you should have never put yourself in. 99.9% of alligator attacks, guys, you know how they happen or why they happen? It's because of us. People trying to catch them. Or they were at the bar doing something they shouldn't have been doing, drinking, don't drink, guys. It's never any good. Because, say, who likes to fish?
Me.
What's your name? Kelsey. So Kelsey was fishing, and Abraham saw an alligator there the other day, and he was feeding it marshmallows. I like marshmallows. So, the marshmallow, Gator goes eats the marshmallow, and then Kingsley is out there fishing. I'm terrible with names. Can we just call you Bob? What's your name again? Kelsey. Remember that, Jason.
For what?
Just like forget the name, just say Kelsey. Alright.
I don't
So my story was, right, so you're out on the dock, Abraham sees an alligator, he's throwing marshmallows out there because he wants to get a good look at the alligator, right? It's Florida, who doesn't want to see an alligator, right?
I want to see one.
Kelsey was on the dock the next day fishing, and like she's probably like me, I use shiners and a bobber. I'm lazy and I like to catch fish, and I know that's the best way to catch fish is with a wild shiner. So I cast it out there at the bobber, that bobber hits the water. What do you think that alligator thinks that bobber? I need to go to the bobber. What do you think that alligator thinks that bobber is? A marshmallow. And so, Kelsey, my speech impediment kicking in. So she's in there with him, and that alligator follows her all the way in, and then she doesn't have food, so what happens to her? She becomes food. Yeah, because of Abraham. This is a fake story. This never happened. Don't feel bad. Nothing's bad. Nothing's wrong. So, never feed an alligator in the wild, alright, guys? I got one or two more stories, and then we're going to open it up to questions, and you guys are going to be able to hold them. I had a friend. We'll talk about that later. So I had an acquaintance that was an airboat. Guys, if you're talking, you're not listening. If you're not listening, we're not talking. If you're not talking, I'll keep talking. Alright, so I had there was a guy, an airboat captain down in the Everglades, the airboat tours, and he had marshmallows with him, and he always threw them out there. He's feeding them fish. That's what they say. But he's actually feeding an alligator. And then one day that alligator jumped up and ripped his right arm completely off. What do you think happened? Yeah, he went to the hospital, then what? They fixed his arm. They couldn't put his arm on, but they stitched it up. No, it's not Jackson Hook. So they fixed his arm, they gave him lots of antibiotics, and then they're like, how did you lose your arm? And he's like, an alligator bit it off. And so you know what the hospital staff did? They call FWC, Florida Wildlife Commission. You know what they did? They put old Lefty in prison for 5 years and gave him a $5,000 fine for feeding an alligator. And he doesn't even have an arm. So don't feed an alligator, right? If you guys only can remember one thing from the day, do not feed an alligator or any wild animal for that matter, okay? But yes, you can feed them here, you can feed them at Gatorama, St. Augustine Alligator Farm, any public alligator park. Feed the alligators away, guys. They got a bunch of bags of food, go buy them all. I'll bag up more. But in the wild, never feed an alligator. Alright, listen, we can put sunshine back up. Okay. We can put moonshine back up. And okay, he went with it. It's all good. And then we're going to open it up to answers and questions, or questions and answers. Before we start, questions begin with what? That one? And then who, what, where, when, and why. Not I, not me and my mom, me and my dad, alright? So raise your hand if you have a question. I need at least 10 questions. The only way to learn is to ask questions. Go ahead. What's your question there, MacGyver? Because they're different animals. Why is the tiger different than the lion? I need a volunteer. Lewis, come up here. Alright, Lewis, let me give you a little bit of advice. Never volunteer at an alligator park. You don't know what you're volunteering for. You still want to volunteer? Alright, hold this guy for me. Turn around. Stay right here. Don't move, okay? If he pees on you, that's where Gatorade comes from. Alright, questions. They're different animals, so they look different. Next question. You already asked the question? No. Go ahead. Because he's a little bit bigger animal. They grow a foot a year naturally, so they're about 7 to 8 feet long, and it slows down after that, but they grow to a little back. Yeah. Alright. Raise your hand questions, guys. I know we got questions. Go ahead, sweetie. Take your time. I get paid by the hour. Why they got those shoes? Because the shoes for paddling and kind of steering in the water. They use their tails and rudder, and then they kind of use their feet to paddle, and also to dig their nest. Any other questions? They're walkies. You guys gotta have questions. Alright, I got a question for you. How long can an alligator live?
60 years.
In the wild, they live about 60 years. That's how many teeth they go through. In captivity, we can keep them alive for over 100 years. Alright? Any other questions? Alright, you got a question? Go ahead. Alright guys, check it out. That was a very good question. You see on the alligator snout, you're going to see these black dots. You can see them on the crocodile also. Those are called ISOs, instrumentally sensory organs. 10 times more sensitive than the tip of your finger. Crocodiles have them all over their body. Alligators just on their head. So they can hear you, feel you walking on the bank from miles away. Good question. Go ahead, ma'am. They're nocturnal, but they're going to be more active in the morning and then the evening, not necessarily completely altered at night. But yeah, they are nocturnal, but to me that means they would have a bigger people, right? And that attract more like the bigger people. So I don't know why they have like a cat like I was in like 3 days with a cat family. What's up, babe? Everybody's going to get a chance to hold the alligators. Go ahead, Sammy, you got a question? I need 5 more questions, guys. Alright, the alligators have ears. Yeah? Alright. What should you do if you get bit by an alligator? We're going to get into the weeds here. Go to the hospital, right? But what if you're, actually we're not even going to go there yet. If you get bit by an alligator, you go to the hospital. Now, if you're walking through the woods and you hear a rattlesnake rattle its tail, what should you do? I like that answer. That's what I would do. If I hear a rattlesnake rattle its tail in the woods, I'm going to stand still. And then I'm going to be grabbing this like that. So back to that rattlesnake rattling its tail. I'm going to find out where that rattle is coming from.
And what?
And then I'm going to walk the opposite direction. Then sanitize your hands. Give Lewis a round of applause, guys. So if you're walking through the woods and you hear a rattlesnake rattle its tail, do not run, because most likely you're going to step on that snake, and that snake's going to give you a defensive strike and he's going to bite you. If you find out where that rattle is, just walk away. If you get chased by an alligator, what's the old saying? Run zigzags? That's an old wives' tale. She was trying to get rid of her husband. It's easier just to trip the person you're with and walk away. What grade was that in? First grade. I should have read y'all a book. Alright, 2 more questions. That's not a question. How long do alligators get? The state record, guys. 14 feet, 2.58 inches, trapped in Lake Washington in Brevard County about 4 or 5 years ago. I've heard stories of the 19 and 20-foot alligator in Louisiana. That was measured with a barrel of a gun, and there's alcohol involved. So that alligator wasn't 19 feet long. And I've also heard the story of the 20-foot alligator that's swimming next to my 12-foot John boat. If there is an alligator that's 20 feet, you didn't get that big by swimming up next to your boat. Alright guys, that's it for question and answer. Go put moonshine back there in front. Oh, I was handling the name. It's okay. We can do one hold. Alright guys, we're going to hold the alligator. I'm going to show you how to hold the alligator. You're going to grab it by the tail. Front legs, hold them level, just like this. Don't give them any kisses, so knock your teeth out. It looks like you're from Tennessee. Don't do that. I need 1 volunteer. Chaperone. You don't remember, don't volunteer an alligator first. You're going to make sure all the kids sanitize their hands. If they don't, you'll turn into an alligator, guys. Alright? So, I want every first row. We're gonna line up. We're gonna line up right there.
You're gonna follow the person you're checking. I found something new from Moonshine. Done in the Now guess what we put in?
Alright, who's taking pictures? Who's taking pictures? So they're gonna be right here.
If you don't want to, when
If you don't want to hold down here, guys, just come up and put it. Come on up there, please stand right here. We're gonna grab them by the tail. Everybody else stay back. Hey, you want to grab Alligator now?
You want me to stop this or keep it going?
Awesome. 35. Alright, sanitize your hands. Come on up, man. If we're doing python holds, we gotta find somebody else to do a python hold. So Kyle, we don't need another alligator. Get the python. Good job. Yes, sir. Alright, we'll check it out. I'm gonna take one. I'll be back in like 30 minutes. Let everybody else hold them. When they're done, take the bed wrap off, put them back in the pool. Sanitize your hands.
So what we're going to do is once they leave,
No,
we're
yeah.
going to come over here for the python. Okay. So I guess we'll sit on the table. Liana, come sit over here, baby.
Vincent, where you at? Vincent! Vincent! Over here.
Yes, sir.
Come on up, Brayden.
Please.
Stand right there.
I hate snakes. I know. I'm ready.
I'm gonna sit down.
Alright, go hold the python over here. Alright, Lori, come on up. Hey guys, I need you back over here. Guys, check these alligators out. I need you guys to stay in your line. Say hi, YouTube. All right, guys, we're gonna be finishing this up, and then we'll catch up with you guys later. Stay tuned.